In this video, we're gonna be talking about how I turned a $100 bill, this little magic US dollar, into a little bigger stack of these. Is this about $10,000? It might be. I'm not gonna count it, but it might be. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about how I turned $100 into $10,000 a month. Quick disclaimer, guys, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not one of those Instagram, YouTube gurus who sell courses. I literally don't have anything to sell to you guys. I'm just telling you guys how I did it. And if you guys wanna learn how to make $10,000 a month, at least stay tuned, watch the whole video, and I'm sure you guys will learn something. This is literally a step-by-step tutorial on how I went from literally making nothing, working at a restaurant job, to on pace to making now 6 figures a year. And it's a little story time. It all started with Graham Stephan. It all started in 2020. I was watching a lot of real estate videos, investing videos when I turned 18. And when I turned 18, you know, what credit card should I get? What should I start putting my money to? How do I make more money? I stumbled upon Graham Stephan's video of how to get your real estate license. I literally watched the whole video, maybe twice or 3 times, Graham's video of how to get a real estate license. I decided, living in Pennsylvania, to get my real estate license at 18. Fresh out of high school, literally still in high school, I decided to buy my real estate course and didn't finish until after I graduated and was in my first year of college, my first semester of college actually. I finished the course in my first year of college and I dropped out. More on that later. So with that story aside, let's get to the next chapter. Around April, spring of 2020, I bought a course, a real estate course, for about $100. It was, I think, $99 at the time. Links will be in the description for that course, or the online link for the course, depending on what state you're from. I'm from Pennsylvania. You may be from New York, Florida, Texas. You guys will have to purchase a different course than I did, and the price varies, but my course at the time was $100, and this covers for 75 hours of real estate training resources course that is required by the Pennsylvania state for me to get my real estate license. So $100, there it goes. I didn't finish the course until December of 2020, so it took me a little while. Not gonna lie, it took me longer than it should have. So I finished the course. Then by January of 2021, I scheduled my real estate test, my real estate national and state real estate exam. And then I am proud to say that I passed on my second time taking the test. The first time I was a few points off, and so I had to take it again, and the second time I passed. Now, it's usual for you to not pass. If you guys are thinking about getting your real estate license and you fail a couple times, it's all right. It's okay to fail as long as you keep trying, get back up and try again the next time. So after passing the state and national portion of my real estate exam, I then interviewed brokerages and then signed with the brokers that I thought was very enticing and that I thought that had a great training program for me. I should have interviewed a little more brokerages to get a better sense of, you know, what's out there. But I do not regret what brokerage I signed with at all. So I started my real estate career at Long & Foster, a sister company of Berkshire Hathaway owned by Warren Buffett. I interviewed with my mentor to this day, James Cabasco. He gave me a great pitch. I'm not gonna lie, he's a great salesman and a great mentor, but he definitely inspired me to start my career at Long & Foster. We're now in February 2021, where I got fully licensed as a real estate agent, a realtor at Long & Foster in Pennsylvania. And for the first 3 months of me becoming a real estate licensee or a realtor, I focused solely on training and learning and mentoring under James Cabasco and so many other people, and I learned as much as I possibly could. I just grinded, studied contracts, studied scripts, and I learned as much as possible that any realtor should know their first year, and how to close a transaction, whether that be for buyers, sellers, or renters. So literally learned as much as I could for the first 3 months. Now, obviously, while in those 3 months, I was also trying to get clients. Yes, a lot of my time was more for learning how to be a real estate agent, because in the real estate course that I took for 75 hours in Pennsylvania, honestly, you don't really learn how to close deals. You kind of learn the terms. I kind of compare it as learning the ABCs, the alphabet. And then once you get your license, then you're now making words. You're using those letters to make words and make sense of things. To know how to close a deal, you kind of need to take that extra step of learning and training. So that's what I did. Now we're in spring, summer of 2021. Spoiler, I didn't close any deals for the first 6 months. So I was fully licensed in February and didn't close my first deal until July, August. So the end of July, so I'll say August. of 2021. So that's about 6 months. And in those 6 months, I made literally zero income besides side hustles. It didn't really do too much. I was low-key kind of going broke. You guys out there, if you guys, decide to keep your day job, whether that be working at a restaurant, literally as soon as I got licensed, I just quit my job. Like, I just wanted to focus on it full time. Don't regret it. Wouldn't change it if I went back. But I would definitely obviously work a little harder on like finding clients, working with clients, but more than that later. So within the first 3 to 6 months, I then started learning how to gain clients, find clients. And with learning how to find clients, I worked with some colleagues, some other realtors in my brokerage. We practiced cold calling, door knocking, social media marketing, and we basically learned what it takes to be a successful realtor in the business. And if I learned anything, it's literally you have to go out there. You have to be out there. A great advice by my mentor: you're a real estate agent. You're not a secret agent. So you're not from the CIA, FBI. You're a real estate agent, and people have to know about you. People have to know you provide service. You help people in specific areas, and they know you're in their area, and that you can help them, whether you're renting, buying, or selling. If you guys ever need any help in real estate, whether that's family, friends, or even getting your real estate license, my phone number and email is below. Feel free to contact me directly. Just let me know who you are and let me know what I can help you with. Moving back to my first 6 months of real estate. Before my first deal ever closed, I was literally door knocking on hot summer days, rainy days. I was cold calling people. Those things literally got like rude people at the door, cursing at you, or just saying like literally people at the door or on the phone literally saying like, stop calling me, or this or that, like those things, like rejections, learning how to get rejected, learning that, no's are okay, and no's are one closer no to the yes, is definitely something that I would say was completely new and made me uncomfortable at first. But I grew so much within those couple months of, cold calling, door knocking. And I would, recommend people to try it, to practice it. If you guys ever watched The Wolf on Wall Street, I loved the scene where they were like, if you're broke and behind on rent, pick up the phone. I literally apply that to like just working hard, making no excuses. Wherever you are, you have now the ability, I had the ability now to make more money if I just worked harder. So I worked harder. And after my first deal closed, I think it was like my biggest check. It was my biggest check that I had ever made in my life up to that point. I literally made like half my life savings up to that date in one check. I think the check was like about like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I can't remember, but it was pretty darn huge. And up to that point, I hadn't been making any money, so I was definitely paying off credit cards, paying people back. Huge disclaimer, like this was hard. Like this was a new adventure for me, something that I was passionate about, and I wanted to grow it. I wanted to be good at it, and it took a while to make money. My mindset was work to learn and not to earn, because the earning will come later. And it did. It does. The more I learn, the more money I make. Take it from me, who didn't make any money for like the first half of a year that I was a real estate agent. The more you learn, the more knowledgeable you are, the more money you will eventually make. And you just have to keep working until it starts clicking for you. Until that ball starts rolling for you, keep working hard, keep learning as much as possible. We're now at from $0 a month to now making a little bit of money, like a couple $1,000s a month. For the next 6 months, I had this client here, this client there, and the ball started rolling. The more deal I closed, the more clients I got, the more opportunities I got, the more people believed that I could do it and saw that I could do it and referred me. So past clients would refer me, and some clients would refer me to their brother or their sister or their cousin. And a lot of my clients came within my sphere, and also me reaching out to people, whether that be Facebook, Instagram. And so all these clients, there was such a huge community in my neighborhood in Philadelphia where no one was there to help them. So I'm bilingual. I speak Cambodian and also English. And I also have translator or people who can help me if they speak Vietnamese as well. And also I'm working to build my team, my real estate team at my new brokerage, more on that later. And we're trying to diversify with language, Spanish and Middle Eastern languages. We're trying to diversify how many people we can help. And I'm so excited for that. We'll talk about more teams later. But there was such a huge group of people that weren't being helped in real estate. As a real estate agent, I found that I found that out, and I just went 100% at it. There was a lot of Asian immigrants who weren't being helped, who now started making enough money, they were renting, or now they're ready to buy a house. It's been 2 years since they were working. And I tapped into that market, the Asian American community market. Of course, I have other clients as well, but a lot of clients that weren't being helped because not a lot of people are bilingual, and not a lot of people, if they're bilingual, are competent. You know, if you think about it, every agent speaks English, but not every single agent speaks another language, whether that be Spanish. And Spanish, Cambodian, Vietnamese, Chinese, Mandarin, whatever it is, if you guys have that extra leverage, use it. And if you don't worry about it. There's still so many more clients out there. There's room for everyone. Just work harder. We're going into 2022 now, early 2022, and winter to spring. I literally had closings like every week, every other week, every month, definitely every month. And that literally catapulted my career because of being able to, find what works and what doesn't, and gain experience from every single client and learn new things every single day to be able to best help my clients. I've listed houses, I've sold houses, and I've helped a lot of buyers purchase homes, whether that be their first home or an investment home. If you guys don't know, real estate agents make anywhere between 2% to 3% on each side, whether a buyer or sell side. So if you're selling a house or listing a house, you may take anywhere from 2 to 3% on average. In my market, it's about 2.5%. So on average, about 2.5% in my market. Now there's some threes, which are great for agents. So it's 2 to 3% of the sale price of the house. So the more expensive the house is, the more the agent makes. You may have multiple closings in a month, and that's how I really catapulted, which is because I had multiple closings per month and multiple clients. So I could have multiple buyers, or a seller and a buyer per month, or multiple sellers. With that in mind, you guys are only limited to how much you're able to work and help clients. And this now brings us up to date. In a span of about 4 weeks, I had made nearly around, I'm gonna estimate around $20,000, and this is after splits. And that was like, this is the first time I had made $10,000 a month before, and then to make $20,000 in a month, I was like, whoa. So with, finally starting to get clients, in May of 2022, I decided to take my business to a new brokerage because I had new business plans. And that decision has changed my life once again. So I went from Long & Foster to eXp Realty. If you guys watch my channel, you guys already know that I've moved my business, my real estate license, to eXp Realty, the first cloud-based brokerage and the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the world right now. You guys can check that video out if you guys want, on why I moved to eXp Realty. And I definitely don't regret it. It's been a couple months since I've been there. The biggest reason I moved was a bigger split and a better business model in terms of a revenue share. And that just means team building. Like I told you guys earlier, when your business starts to get more than you can handle, because the only thing limiting you is how much you can, as one person, can make, means you can make 6 figures, you can make millions of dollars a month, as long as you can help those clients and have time to focus on those clients. So what I've decided to do is expand my business to bring on team members, bring on people that can help me, and I can help them as well with mentorships or training, whether that be new agents or agents who just joined or became licensed. So comment below if you guys are interested in becoming a real estate agent, especially in Pennsylvania or in Philadelphia area. With that in mind, I'm starting a team here at eXp Realty. I'm starting a team here at eXp Realty now, being an agent that is able to help others and also help myself, and seeing the potential in helping others at eXp. Send me an email if you guys want to have a one-on-one call, an hour one-on-one call with me, and we can talk about, potentially becoming a real estate agent. It really all started from just a simple idea of, how do I want to make more money, and how do I become a millionaire fast? And that answer was 90% of all millionaires invest in real estate. So I decided I wanted to invest in real estate, and I was like, what should I do to get into real estate? How should I get into real estate? So I wanted to be an investor at first, and I realized how little I knew about real estate. So I decided to get into real estate, get my license. And now I found myself learning so much, meeting so many people, and being able to help so many people. Whether you're an agent or a client, someone who's looking to buy a house, to sell a house, or just an agent, I'm able to help so many people. And I can't forget to mention, within the process of joining a cloud-based brokerage, a brokerage that solely focuses on doing your business through your computer and being anywhere on the planet, whether that be in your bedroom, your office, in Hawaii, in Indonesia, Bali, vacationing, you can close deals because you have your computer, your laptop. So with that in mind, with this business model, and also some of my friends who grow super fast on social media, I learned that being a real estate agent and social media and marketing, you really learn how to run a business. And instead of pushing a product, you push yourself out. It's a service. You're able to provide a service or services, and you have to use social media to your advantage. So for example, I focus so much on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I focus so much on social media marketing. I've seen so many great people succeed because of social media and being able to help so many people through social media. Everyone's always on their phone. Everyone's on this all the time. And you have to understand that running a business, making money the fastest possible way when you start a business or start anything that involves services or selling products, you have to be on social media in this day and age. And that's what I've started to do within the past 6 months. I've focused so much energy on social media, hence something like this video being able to help you guys. So the more people you reach and help, the more money you make. And that is just a law of the universe. The more you put out, the more you shall receive. Speaking of, if you guys appreciate me sharing my story, and if this helps you guys, smash that like button and subscribe if you guys want to see more content. And with that, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video.